Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, even your dogs, cats, and whatever your fur babies might be. If you got a bird, if you got a fish in the tank, man, welcome to the BOTB Live Show. I'm Jay Walker the third. That's my brother, my partner, them. Carolina Dirt, what's happening with you?
Ain't shit. It's the Hummmpday. Happy hour tap in. We back here. Shit, it's April. Seemed like we was just down. Shit, you was here in December. It seemed like that was like a couple weeks ago, boys. We losing time. We losing time.
I'm telling you, it's something we seem to talk about it as we open the show, every show, but it just feel like time is just like they fucking with the clock or something. Like, are we really asleep? Is this really the Matrix type shit?
It was a couple weeks ago. After time went by, after time went ahead, it got dark about 9 o'clock. Man, 8:30 is dark.
Yeah, the time is weird. The time is definitely weird because it's dark as fuck now.
It's dark as hell. Weatherman ain't shit. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. I give a shout out to somebody different the last couple of episodes. We're gonna give a shout out to all the weather people. All the people that really tell the weather how it is. I'm gonna give a shout out to them. But we can't rely on these other folks.
I ain't giving no shout out to the weatherman. They ain't got shit right in the last 3 years, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's a white dude. He be on that. I only watch him during like hurricane season and damn snow season, winter season. But he be on it. He said it was gonna snow in South Carolina. He's like back in like November. He said the first chance to snow in South Carolina in January, and it came January.
Yeah, I don't know, it's still cold as a motherfucker up here.
Nah, man, we done hit 80 a couple times, boys. Matter of fact, today was perfect, man. I think the power done slowed up. I actually had my sunroof open, windows down, slight breeze. I had my AC on just to put a little chill in it. Had my music going. Man, I ain't even want to come to the house. Speaking of that, bro, I went to the grocery store, right? Old lady tell me all the time, you don't never get what you say you're gonna get. You gotta get some extra shit. When I'm in there, I'm like, man, we might as well get this, might as well get that. But this on sale, I might as well spend a couple dollars to stop me from going the next day. Bro, when I left out the grocery store, nigga, I just sat the car and looked at my receipt. Like even when you look at, but even when you look at the discount, like I want the Food Line, bro. So you put your little phone number in for the discount, bro. Even looking at the discount, you be like, bro, this shit ain't adding up.
The math ain't mathing, like they say. Look, I'm old as shit. I'm driving my stepdaughter car. It ain't got no gas in it. I know it ain't got no gas in it. So I'm going directly to the gas station. I don't get the seats right or nothing. I know ain't no gas in that motherfucker. I run out of gas on the corner of the gas station. I had to push this truck. It was 100 yards. I'm old now. 100 yards walking is tough. 100 yards pushing the car is crazy. So after I pushed it to the pump, I was proud of myself, but I was tired as fuck. So I sat there for a minute. Said, let me go ahead. Now, normally it's a small SUV, guys. Normally $25. It's almost throwing up. I pumped $25, and I sat there. I said, man, I'm gonna go back in here and tell this gas station attendant he can kiss my ass. But of course it's not his fucking fault. The way this shit is almost $4, and I know the people in California going nuts. Because that bitch got to be what, $6? Low sixes, mid sixes.
I'll look it up real quick.
Look it up. This shit is not fair no more. Like we playing against all the evils.
Yeah. You can still hear me?
Yeah. We playing against all the evils. Because I left the gas station while you looking it up. I left the gas station to go to the grocery store. I said, I'm gonna go get me a couple boxes of cornbread. I'm gonna get some rice, some eggs, and some bread. Rice, eggs, bread. Oh, and some pepper, just regular ground back pepper. Cause that shit was $12 for those items. Why is pepper $5 a can? That's the shit that make me feel old. Cause like now I get it. You sit around them old dudes and they just be mad going off about shit that you don't give a fuck about.
Hey, everybody's not freezing up, right?
Yeah, I see it. Is it caught up now? Look like you frozen on my screen.
You say? It probably
I'm skipping.
I don't know. The internet ain't shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll catch up. It'll catch up.
I think we good now. You found out what it was in Cali now?
Yeah, they got places at $6, but there was a screenshot. I couldn't even. Where I looked at that bit. I think the most expensive is like $8 some place in Cali.
I wish you would ask me for a ride, cause even if you ain't do nothing and all you did was ask me for a ride, that is grounds for octagon level fighting.
I remember when gas was at its peak. They were. I was reading an article. This lady, she like in Seattle or somewhere on the West Coast. She was like, she didn't quit her job because it was cheaper for her to quit her job than it was for her to go to work to put gas in the car.
You figure like this. You work a full-time job. Even if you diligent, you got some people that's diligent. They gonna prepare and make sure they got lunch every day. It don't even make sense no more, cause you pulling up to the tank. If you got a big truck, 20, 25 gallons, you talking $100+ for the full up. You talking for bread, motherfucking lunch meat, PB&J, a grand bag of chips. That's another $75 for the week. Shit crazy, cuz.
I'm gonna tell you no lie. I got one of my debit card. I use it like as a gas card. I just only use it for gas. I literally put $12 to $15 in my gas tank 3 times a week. Whatever I get on the weekend, I get on the weekend. Like, as far as I can get on the weekend, I get, bro. It ain't like I understand people saying gas burning faster. They cutting it, they stepping on it. Everybody put the dope. But what people also got to realize is this is the season where they switch over to summer gas, so it's gonna burn faster anyway. So if they stepping on it and they diluting and all this other stuff, plus they're switching over, I mainly think they're just switching over to the summer gas. And now we are so critical on all prices that we back on damn, bro. Gas ain't lasting. Yeah, gas ain't lasting. Everything else is higher.
I don't know, cuz I just know we got to fight back. I said it the other day, like it ain't enough people. Apparently, it's not enough people mad about what the fuck is going on with the world. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough people, or the only people that's mad is the people that can't do shit about what's going on in the world.
I think that's what it is. I agree with that.
It's too crazy. It's too crazy.
You know, we fought amongst ourselves about DI this and DI that. In my opinion, DI was just allowing them to put the people they want in position to do shit like they doing now.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So the good people that are in these areas of government, they just was asleep at the wheel. Like we gotta admit to something. They drugged us. They did something so that they was able to get this little bullshit off. Because people going crazy.
Well, people ain't gonna risk their job. I mean, because everybody's risk analysis for their job is different. So if somebody come and say we changing this, you like, man, I gotta pay my bills. I'm gonna come to work. all right, I know they ain't gonna want me to fight against this, so I'm gonna stay quiet. And that's the other thing I said. Why is it that the regular folk like us, why do we have to sacrifice? But you don't hear this. You don't see. Bro, if the NBA players just come together and say we ain't playing, those billionaires are gonna get pissed. If the NFL, the MLB, the soccer, if groups of people will just come together and say, hey, I talk celebrity and people with money just come and say, hey, we gonna come together.
But those is the people. Those is the people. That's the perfect segue. Those are the people that get all the tax cuts. The people that don't need the money. You feel me? The people that got more than enough money.
Yeah,
This is the perfect.
The millionaires ain't millionaires no more.
I don't think that. If it's one thing that's consistent, it's them. Now, if you was a borderline millionaire, maybe you lost. Yeah. You might have lost the ability to be that. But if you are a multimillionaire, you still a multimillionaire for the most part. You got people like Nick Cannon losing their mind. I don't think that Chilli is she could be a multimillionaire. Who knows what she did with her business? But it's the amount of bootlicking for me, Con. It's the amount of bootlicking from people that look like us that seem to think that this man is the better choice, or that it's beyond, like we say, the Republicans and the Democrats. This is some right or wrong shit. And it's still folks that look like us that believe in this two-party system and that they doing shit to benefit us. It was the best. We took the best of a bad situation, and all we got to do is be patient and let it work. Nah, God. Nah. At a certain point, you the enemy now. Even though you look like us, you the enemy, God.
Yeah, I mean, it's accountability. Who are you endorsing? Even if you don't work for politics and you have, a vast amount of money, who are you promoting? You didn't have to go to that side. You could have picked somebody else. You could have pushed somebody else to run. You could have advocated for somebody else. But yet, as far as me, and once again, I'm a small person in this big ocean. I didn't see who you were promoting. You just said, well, what the internet pushed out to my algorithm is you talking to Amber Rose and you say that that is the better option.
Of all Chilli, the people in the world.
Yeah. And Chilli, like, when she said she accidentally hit the repost button, I'm starting to think, and we talk all the time, this age deficiency when it comes, not age, this computer illiteracy when it comes to phones and laptops and tablets and all that. But what I'm gonna say is, people can't keep using excuses. You actually didn't hit the repost, but when you got to hit the repost button and agree to the shit, you can't say it's side by side. Like, I'm not computer savvy. It's your phone. A computer in your phone operates the same, but it's still totally different. And when they pull the receipts of her repost, that just make you look more guilty. You might just own up to it. Not guilty, but proof that you are who we are assuming you are as a right now.
At the end of the day, we talk about, or it's another one of the discussions that we have about how you feed, you give the algorithm exactly what it tells you to give it. You feel me? And my algorithm, I heard about the images of the Obamas. I never saw it on my timeline, because my algorithm I curate my algorithm to not see a bunch of negative bullshit, to not deal with some of these far right media sources, to not deal with just the things that I want to see. So the fact that this thing is in your algorithm enough for you to repost it, that's what make you look a little suspect to me. You feel me?
No, I will say all my algorithms are different. I must admit, I just got back on TikTok a couple weeks ago. But my TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, IG, even my little tweets, not tweets, what's this shit called?
X.
All that shit is different. And like you said, sometimes you got to reset it. So I'll manually type in people fall down the steps, or I'll just type in something.
It bring me joy to see you do something like fall down the steps. I ain't gonna lie, unless it's me falling down the steps. Now I missed the stair the other day, and I was almost one of them people. But I'm glad I'm not, man. What I will say, man, is you got to work with what you got. I don't believe that this lasts forever. This time and space that we in, I don't know what the correction will be. But it's got to be a course correction. I have to believe that in my mind. I may be delusional, but you got to be delusional about the things that you want sometimes to make it to manifest it, as the trigger word is nowadays, to manifest some positivity in the world. Now, don't get twisted. My circle, my family is still doing well. I appreciate that. I'm glad I had that. Some of y'all don't have that, and I'm sorry for you. And I hope that your circle improves, but you got to be open to the you got to be open to the improvements. You don't like your circle, change your circle. That's what I'm gonna say.
What did Cat Williams say that one time? What did he say?
How you got low self-esteem?
No, what did he say? You got to find your inner. He didn't say you got to find
boss.
Your inner. No, it wasn't boss. It wasn't boss.
I thought that was part of the Rick Ross joke, the hustling part.
I don't know, but what I'll say is, like you said about resetting your algorithm, I think the world needs to reset their algorithm. And when I say that, I mean like on your day-to-day real life, like you said, are you intaking negative energy when you go into the store? Are you intaking negative energy with your own family? Are you intaking negative energy with your coworkers? Was it yesterday? Not yesterday. Yeah, what it is, man. In the morning, every morning, I buy me some water and some popcorn, just something light, because I get to work early. I don't want all that heavy stuff. And this lady, she know me. She know who I am. She don't know me by name, but she know when I put that water up there and that popcorn is me. So I want to swipe the card. Right. So when they do the computer thing, the cash register thing, you do the tap. So it came up, and I put my card to it, and it went away, but nothing else happened. So standing there. Just standing there. So I do it again. She ain't doing that. I do it again to see if it pop back up. It ain't happening. I do it again, it ain't pop up. I said, excuse me, it went away. It ain't working. And I went to turn the damn debit card machine, and she snatched and she turned it. And she threw her hands. Oh, these people, I gotta know how to work everything. She going off, bro. She going off. So I'm just sitting there like looking at her like, what the world going on, because I done heard her spaz out on past customers before, but she ain't never spaz out on me. Bro, I went to the car and I'm sitting there talking to myself not to go back in this damn store.
Right.
I parked in front of the door and I'm trying to tell myself not to walk back in, because now I can see her telling the next customer behind me, like, what happened. She's real animated. But what it is, bro, I listen to gospel music every morning. So I'm trying to reset my own algorithm about how I approach my day. And that right there was what I'm saying about intake and negativity. Because I sat and I thought, I said, I'm going to walk back in the store. Now, I'm going to tell you how the world works. I get to work, I'm having a bad morning. Supervisor come in. He was like, Elliot, what you got to do today? I said, don't worry about it. I'll do it. So I had to go make a run for work. And when I come back, I had to put gas back in the company car. So I done filled up the car and I got to get receipts for work when I use the company stuff.
Right.
I ain't no receipt come out that damn machine. No receipt came out the machine.
So now you got to go back in.
Same conversation. I'm at the pump, standing at the pump, saying in my mind, this lady better not be at this damn cash register. Now, mind you, this is several hours later, but in my head, I'm like, this lady better not be at this damn cash register. But when I got in there, it was another lady that was in there, and she made a little joke, and, you know, it kind of reset me back. But going back to the negativity and resetting your own algorithm about it, like, if I would have let that thing get to me, I probably would have had a bad day. I probably would end up down the street at Alvin Glenn Detention Center. So, you know, people just got to reset their day, man, or reset their own life algorithm.
Not knowing what somebody is going through goes both ways.
But that ain't my fault. People got to remember too. It ain't somebody else's fault that you going through tough times.
Exactly.
That you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I say. You know, you try to give people grace. If I see somebody in a bad space, I'm gonna say bad space. You hope they don't have a terrible attitude. I'll remove myself from the situation because it's always another option. You feel me? I might risk running out of gas. You feel me? To go to another gas station if you too retarded, because at the end of the day, you not gonna ruin my day because you having a bad day. I can't allow that to happen. You feel me? The older I get, the better I get at it. Now, you know, you young. Sometimes you get triggered. Like you say all the time, man, mental health issues are at an all-time high. You know what I'm saying? They people on the fringe, they on the edge. And I get it. Your light bill, $400, $500, $600, filling up your car for the month, costing you $300, $400, $500, feeding yourself, depending on the size of your family, costing you $400, $500, and you might make $1,800. You might be $200 short. So I get it, but I didn't do it to you. I try to give respect and grace everywhere I go because I want it back in return. And if you can't give back to me, I'm gonna move around for I have to make a decision that hurts me in the long run. You feel me?
Well, on a lighter note, I know this ain't not what we talked about prior to doing this show. It's the summertime coming up, right?
Yeah.
Shit high. Prices high. Are there new rules to be invited to cookouts now?
It's hella new rules. It's hella new rules. I don't even know if they new rules, but they enforce rules. I think it's always been a rule, but you enforce rules. You can't come to the cookout and eat steak and you ain't had no bags, you ain't help clean out the grill, you ain't, hey, I'll run to the stove for you. Contributions is everything now. Contributions is everything. Don't bring no pack of hot dogs and eat up all the shrimp. You know what I'm talking about? That type shit. Come in, you showed up with a single beer. Now you gonna drink 4 of mine. All that shit is a foul. Now I get it, you ain't got it this time, but it can't be every time.
Yeah.
But on a lighter note than that, it delayed a little bit.
Nah, but like I was just thinking when you said, ain't no, can you run to the store shit? If you came in with no gas, you trying to get a free meal, you ain't trying to run to the store anyway.
Hey, look, stay your ass home. You better eat that goddamn bologna with the ring on it. You better fry that motherfucker good.
But you know what? On a high note, stuff like that can allow people to eat 3-4 days. Because if you willing to contribute and you take a plate home, that might help you. You might spend $25-$30, like you said, on a pack of pork chops, something like that. But if you're gonna take 2 plates of chicken, a plate of ribs, some potato salad, some mac and cheese, really, you might walk away with a $60 plate, and you put in $30. So like my brother say, like people do definitely got to be aware if it's a cookout to bring some, especially if it ain't no impromptu cookout.
Right.
My mom would be like, man, we want something on the 4th of July. At least offer, man. At least offer.
The flip side need to be this. The flip side of that is you want to throw a cookout, but you want everybody that's coming to the cookout to bring all the shit. Don't volunteer to throw the cookout if you ain't got shit either. Or at least be up front and be like, hey, cuz look, I got some leftover charcoal. I got the grill. Y'all want to throw something on? I light it up. You feel me? Let me know that I'm bringing the food. Don't invite me nowhere. You done invited 8 people. 6 people showed up. You got enough food for 3 people.
Yeah.
At least be up front. You invite me to the cookout. I done been invited to cookouts, cuz, and them motherfuckers got a family pack of chicken drumsticks, no sides, no ice, no other. Now, I done brought a little 12-pack, cuz. You ain't got a case of water the first, nigga. The least you could do is have a case of cold water.
I mean, if I'm invited to a cookout and I don't know the person, yeah, I bring some beer or I bring some juice or something. But more than likely, if I'm invited, I probably ain't gonna get nothing to eat. And it might be, I might get some scraps off the table, like, they got some little finger shit just to feed the liquor. But as far as eating, if I know the people, I ain't gonna be able to eat no place, man. I've always been like that. I ain't gonna be able to nobody eat. Now, if I know the person I get invited, I might give me a small plate, but I always try to be respectful, especially if I didn't bring enough to match the menu that's provided.
For sure. Nah, the internet make you not. The internet should cure you of greedy. You go to the wrong house, cuz your motherfucking asshole gonna turn inside out. You gonna be wishing you ain't ate that shit.
No, but I thought about that, man, because somebody we had one in the group. We had one in the group. Like, who's the most important person at a cookout? And I said, whoever organized it. Because most time people just sitting at home. So whoever organized it, to me, is the most important. But like you said, you can't be the organizer until everybody's to bring shit, and you ain't even got no grill.
Right. Hey, girl, bring your little grill. You know the little grill. You say, I got a little grill and a big grill. You ain't got no grill.
No,
but it is what it is.
No.
It is what it is. I'm gonna take some time before we get out of here, man. Look, we talk about them all the time. We are big proponents of women's college basketball because we right now reside with one of the greats, and one of the greats reside with us, and she showed uncommon favor on the state of South Carolina. One of the best things representing the state of South Carolina, Don Staley, has another Final Four. I think this is 7 in a row.
6.
6 in a row. Okay. We had a spotlight put on the program. A. Got McKeer. We know about Raven. We know about Tessa. We know about Okot. A. Got McKeer showed her motherfucking ass against TCU and balled out. The program is in good standing no matter what happens this season. And I honestly think we got enough. They riding UConn real hard right now. I think we got enough to shock the world. I think Dawn liked the underdog. She'd rather be the underdog than the front runner. You feel me? And Friday we gonna see.
Man, so Makia, I've been waiting for her to ball out. She a freshman, so I saw some highlights of her when they were talking about signing her. So I already knew she had the game, but I couldn't, she didn't get that. It wasn't even about playing time. I think Don was just trying to figure out her lineup all season. I'm saying you playing a lot of top ranked teams, and you gotta get your lineup straight. So I knew she could handle the rock. Like, she ain't gonna be doing no assists, but she know how to handle the rock, and she's long and lanky. But Don went small, and I asked him the other day. I said, "Did you pay attention to what Don did?" Don went small, and they ran the court, and he put Joyce at 5. And I heard, one of the YouTubers saying that now, if you think about it, you can run Raven, Tessa, Latson, McKeer, and Joyce. So you figure Joyce and Sarah Strong will cancel out. AZ Flood, if McKeer puts up the defense that she put on between McKeer and Raven and Tessa switching off. If you hold Flood between 15 and 20 points, you got a good chance. Even the French girl.
Tyrese.
I think she getting her bearings. She played a lot of physical. Tyrese. She played like you remember Amir? Like 2 years ago? The dark skin girl, like 2 years ago. Like, she played, I ain't gonna say wild, but I guess they might play more physical overseas. So I feel like her fouls be rough. Like, it'd be like, damn, why you did that? Just stand up, just put your hands up. Like, she's learning, she's learning the way it plays. So I'm like you. It ain't gonna be no blowout like last year, but I don't see them beating them by. If you can't win, it ain't by no 20 points. It ain't by 20 points. But I'm gonna ride them games. Like you say, Dawn built something. She get criticized, and she said that. I don't know if you watched that, but I meant to send you. She was doing a press conference. She was like, "If I lose, I get criticized, and people say I can't coach."
Right. Off of one game.
And she said off one game. It's crazy, dog. Ravens been to 5 Final Fours.
Right.
So that's how I knew it was 6. Ravens been to 5 of
them. I can't wait. Like I said, no matter the outcome, in Dawn I trust till she decides she gonna leave here. Cause I hope she do a Geno. I hope she here for the next 15, 20 years. You feel me?
What up, Ryan? Yo. I can't wait for the games on Friday. Me neither, man. 7 o'clock Gamecocks kick off, and then 9 o'clock the Texas UCLA game kicked off. So what somebody else said, man, that's dope. All 4 number 1 teams made it. All 4 number 1 teams made it.
It's the same lineup it was last year, right?
Shit, just about.
It's the same Final Four that it was last year.
Yeah, but we were the short end of the stick, where you got. He said, "Go Bruins." My Hawkeyes as soon as got shot down. What up, RC? What up, Chang?
Yeah, hey, look. I knew we was gonna do the dog to Oklahoma. I felt like the Oklahoma game was the game that we lost against Oklahoma. Chavez showed her motherfucking ass, but I also felt like in that moment that was a once in a lifetime performance. If you play that game 10 times, Carolina win that 9 in a row. You feel me? So I wasn't really sweating Oklahoma. I wasn't sweating TCU. Now, me not sweating TCU is no disrespect to Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles is crazy.
Yep.
She crazy and the WNBA is gonna look the WNBA gonna be looking crazy over these next 3 years.
Yeah. I didn't sweat the Oklahoma game. The reason, and if I remember correctly, tonight last one like 1 for 10.
Yeah.
First time they played when they lost. Joyce ain't had no great game. So like you said, it was get back. You can see it in Joyce's eyes. You see you put on that.
She said Chavez Lahoma.
Huh?
he called Oklahoma Chavez Lahoma.
Yeah,
she showed her ass in that game.
She did, she was supposed to. Don was trying to recruit her. Her first, she chose Oklahoma. Her first shot at the Gamecocks, and that's another thing, man. when you think of the Gamecocks, you think of a whole team. Like, you never know who's gonna be that front runner for that game. But the TCU game, they was up. What it was like, they went up like 8-0 or something like that. But you can see, you can see it in the eyes. And Raven showed, like, every time the camera showed Raven, bro, she was directing traffic. She was getting on. She was holding everybody accountable. You can tell she's down on the court. But like I said, Olivia Miles is the truth. I don't care what anybody say. She is the truth. But the Gamecocks is a team. And like I always said, win or lose, I'm going to ride them. You know, y'all can't tell me no different.
Yeah. In a real way. Chainbreakers, we trying to get this thing together where we can use our plugins like we was using them before. We just not able to do it. I definitely want to use the intro that you provided for us. There's no doubt about that. What I think is, it's the same thing that they hold against Kim Mulkey. Kim don't do shit. She let her players play. She only gonna run 6. She very rarely has more than a 6-7 man rotation per se. But I think Dawn is diabolical because I think she been holding Makir, not in a bad way, in a you my secret weapon way. That's what unfolded for me in the TCU game. Like, I feel like she knew Makir was gonna do what she did way before the game.
Yeah, she was really
so.
Makir was aggressive.
Oh man, she must have said today is your day, and I think she will be the difference maker in the UConn game. I don't think, like you said, Sarah Strong is Sarah Strong. She a baller. AZ Fudd is AZ Fudd. She a baller. I don't think you can do a whole lot to throw them off their game, but you can defend them aggressively, and we also have a mismatch the other way. You know what I'm saying? With Makir and Joyce. You feel me? So Sarah is used to being the best person on the court at her position, at most of the positions. I just think we leveling up, and this might be the most balanced team since Aaliyah Boston.
I would say I don't know. It was a quiet 14-15. Did you see what Tessa did? Tessa came in. She didn't get that much playing time. That mud dropped. I think between 12 and 15 points. She dropped them quick and got out the game. And I think Dawn Russell, because she's been having a little injuries here and there. I think Dawn Russell, but I think Dawn's figured out how to speed the game up and slow it down. UConn has not played a good half the last two games. They have not played a good first half. Second half, they dog walked everybody. The thing about USC, right. I think USC can score the points, and in the second half, USC dog walks people anyway. So I figure if UConn can't keep up and they shots not falling, they got their freshman Quizno. They got a freshman Quizno. So she a freshman. She a dog too.
You know,
I just feel like I just feel like the Gamecocks can match up man for man or woman for woman. They can match up.
Like I said, I agree. I think I don't know about the injury to Tessa. I think that spotlight when Tessa had that game against LSU, the who can guard Tessa thing, I think she started pressing. You feel me? So no disrespect to Tessa, she took some bad shots following those games. You feel me? And it could be due to injury. I don't think it was. I just think she was pressing because her name started getting called. And when your name started getting called, you feel like you got to do more sometimes. It's the same thing that I feel like Malaysia Fawali fell victim to, is they keep calling your name. You are a generational talent and you want to live up to that. And sometimes it don't be your time. I wouldn't mind seeing Tessa come off the bench and light that hoe up. You feel me? Because I think you have to set the game off on defense against UConn. And I think Makir is a better defender. I've been watching Tessa all season. She been getting beat up on screens, Con. She been getting beat up. But we'll see.
Yeah, you can tell that TC played. She started, then she came out and she played. She didn't play that many minutes, but she has been banged up. And Dawn said that coming out of the SEC tournament, she was banged up. Like you said, them screens been eaten up. And I think, and then she did go through a shooting slump. And Dawn said shooters got to shoot their way out. Dawn said that.
Yeah.
But I just hope, and I know it will be. I just hope it's entertaining. That's my thing. I just hope it's entertaining. I'm gonna be tuned in.
Hey, that's for shit show. Man, look, we not gonna hold y'all, man. We'll be back next week, and we still gonna be singing the praises of the Gamecocks. I appreciate you all for pulling up. RC, Chain Breakers, y'all always come in with that good energy. Y'all always contribute, man. We appreciate y'all in a real way. You got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. We gonna keep doing what we do when we do it, how we do it.
Hey, like he said, man, like we always say and like we always do, man, love the people who love you back now more than ever. Love the people who love you back. Outside of that, man, y'all be easy. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt, man. Till the next time, man. Y'all be easy. We gone.